constantly aware, because they are constantly separate. So they keep separate by being aware. To be aware of something, you have to be apart from it. To be aware of a tree, it has to be you who is aware of a tree. It's a wonderful dream of separation. So the awareness and consciousness are just part of the dream, and they keep the dream, they fuel the dream.
And here's the idea that it's a little bit better than thinking.
I know, it's sweet, isn't it?
Yeah.
It comes from people who teach self-inquiry or whatever. Yeah. Thinking is, awareness is better than thinking because it will lead you to presence.
Yeah, presence.
Wow.
And then what about presence?
What about bullshit? It's another object. The mind turns it into an object which you can find. There is no such thing. Energy isn't an object. Energy is everything. The seeker is always looking for an object. You know, the seeker is looking for an object, a treasure in life. And what's amazing about what it seeks is that what it seeks remains hidden from it, from the seeker, by already being everything. So how can the seeker find it if it's everything already?
Mentioned thinking. So thinking is happening, but there is no thinker, and we cannot control.
There's
thinking.
There's nothing to control. It's just thinking, or sound, or whatever. It's all wholeness. It's all nothing arising as apparently thinking, feeling, hearing, tasting.
There is no absolute thinker.
There's no absolute anything.
Yeah, no absolute anything.
The absolute is the relative. They're both what is. They're not apart from each other.
Yes.
The relative, which is this appearance, is the absolute.
Yes.
The form, which is this form, is the formless. There isn't any difference.
Yeah.
The problem with the teachers is teachers who live in the dualistic world, and the me's who live in the dualistic world, think there's a difference between the two things. There's no difference. The relative is the absolute. The formless is the form.
Okay, thank you.
Thinking is the beloved. There aren't any enemies.
Yeah.
There aren't any enemies.
Ooh. Yeah.
Seeking is the absolute. Seeking is energy, apparently seeking for itself.
You know, with the word consciousness, when it is used, it seems to me that mostly it is meant the same, like similar to energy, consciousness and energy. It's all there is as appearance, as what? As appearance?
I don't know how people use that word. To me, it's a bit misleading, really.
Thank you.
I think, in a sense, the nearest you can get to that which is not spiritual, and this is not a spiritual message, is that all there is energy. Because somehow it's very impersonal. Even if you say, oh, there is this wholeness, although I use that expression, it has a sort of slight taste of the divine. There's nothing more dangerous than a slight taste of the divine.
Tony, so if this is a dream, that's you.
No, the me,
and the me is
reality
is an illusion.
Sorry?
And the me is an illusion. It means that not I am dreaming, but I am dreamt by something with somebody.
Not really. No, you're dreaming. You're not dreamt by God or anybody.
Okay.
It's just a dream. It's very simple. It's an imagined reality, which is dreamt.
But who creates that the dream?
No, nothing does. Nothing arises as the dream of me. Everything comes out from nothing.
Okay, nothing arises as a dream of me. Does it matter for nothing?
No,
how the dream, how the dream continues?
No, nothing doesn't give a fuck what happens. Nothing isn't interested in anything that happens because nothing is already everything. So why would it care about anything?
So for nothing it doesn't matter at all what the illusionary means, how it behaves in the dream.
Because don't forget the dreamer is nothing as well. So it doesn't matter to nothing what happens. Because in a sense, in the end, of course, there is nothing happening. This is nothing happening. It's a mystery. It can't be conceived of. But there certainly is nothing that intends anything in the whole. Because the whole is already complete, including seeking separation.
From that point of view, the illusory I or me then, so what can I do? Nothing. It means that bad things relax doing nothing and just...
Well, you could try and relax for a little while. It won't last long, but there isn't anything to be done because this is already complete. And that, somewhere, knows that. Everybody, every apparent person in this room actually recognises this already. It's in them. It is what they are. It's already recognised. It's already recognised, but hidden underneath a world of ideas and dreams about me and my path or whatever.
So there is nothing wrong with anything.
Of course not, except for the dreamer. Because the dreamer lives in a dualistic world, and the dreamer feels that there is a right and a wrong, a better and a worse, a higher and a lower. battles, you know, to try and make a better world. Have you noticed that? They're not doing very well at the moment. That's what you see. What you see is the expression of dualism.
At the bottom line, there is no diversification or not.
No.
Tony, for me, I feel there's this moment resistance against this dream, this thought about a dream state. And I ask me, for what is this necessary that we have this dream state?
Oh, it's not. Oh, it's not necessary.
But we have it.
It's what seems to happen. Apparently happen. Don't forget there's nothing happening, of course, in the end, but it apparently happens that there is a dream. But there's no need for there to be a dream. There's no need for anything. Everything is complete, so there's no need. It's only the seeker that lives in need. When the seeker dies, there is nothing needed, because everything is complete. Look.
But we all are doing something, and
Well, you might be.
asking for sin of this life, or
sure.
looking for understanding. And is this a fraud?
No, it's just what's happening.
It's what happened.
It's what is happening ridiculously.
And why is it happening?
Pardon?
Why is it happening?
Well, we've already said there's no reason why it's happening. It's just happening.
Yeah, on the one side I know this, I know it's true, there's no reason, and on the other side I feel this resistance.
Persistence.
Yeah.
Because the seeker persistently asks why.
Yeah.
And that means how. Why am I in this awful crap, and how can I get escape from it? Never.
No.
Never.
It's terrible. I can't. I don't like this thought. On the one hand, and on the other hand, there's joy, and it feels like freedom and so on. But
Does it?
it's on the right hand, on the left hand, and it's terrible. No, there's no sin for this dream.
Directly the separate me arises at a very early age, all it can do, directly the separate me arises at an early age, all it can do is seek to come home. That's its whole point. It just seeks. Because it's separate, it seeks home. And never ever finds it.
Give up.
so it's very clear that nothing's happening, and there's just this. But in this, it's still arising some seeking mind, and the same energy wants to be free of it.
Yes.
But it's arising again. It's not happening, but it's
no, it isn't, because you're only very clear about it.
Say again?
It's not happening because all there is the clarity about it.
Yeah.
And clarity is not liberation. Essentially, liberation is an energetic shift.
Mm-hmm.
It's not knowing that there is nothing. The clarity isn't liberation, it's just another thing that the me can have.
Yeah.
There are kind of a lot of me's walking around on the earth at the moment who are absolutely clear that there is no me.
I can still see there's a difference. That this is not liberation.
No.
It is a nice
It's
state,
still an idea. It's just an idea.
Yeah, it's still something that apparently needs to be dropped.
Well, it does drop, or you could say it drops. Energetically, it suddenly collapses, but there isn't anything that can be done about that. And the idea that there is no me is just that. It's an idea.
Mm.
I mean, in a sense, you could say that the clarity about there being no one is more relieving than the confusion of thinking there is someone.
Yeah.
It is seriously, a lot of people say they are very relieved, being clear about it. But the only problem with that is that clarity doesn't last long. You know, you can be really clear that there's no one, and then the shit hits the fan and you're back in the...
Yeah, absolutely. It's like coming and going.
Yeah.
Very clear, and then it's gone.
Yeah.
It's very clear, so it's like coming and going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not better. Nothing is better. I would say it's worse to be aware than not. Because if you think you're aware, you have another possession. It's more difficult for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven. And the problem for the seeker is that they become richer and richer. With all sorts of concepts and ideas about them being very aware, or my awareness is greater than yours. There were these priests in this church, and they were in the front, and one of them said, "Lord, Lord, I bless you for the gift of being nothing. I am nothing against your glory." And the other priest thought, "That's pretty good." So he starts, "Lord, Lord, I am nothing. I am so grateful to be nothing. In your glory, I am simply nothing at all." And then there's a guy at the back sweeping, he's sweeping church up, he's just so poor. And he sees this and he thinks it's wonderful. So he throws his broom down and says, Lord, I am nothing, I am nothing. Bless you for making me nothing. And the one priest turns to the other and says, who does he think he is playing with? And so, you know, awareness is another richness, which is meaningless. Awareness is the way in which we keep separate, or the me keeps separate. After liberation, there's no awareness. There's nothing that is aware, and there's nothing that knows.
Awareness always means duality.
It has to, yeah, for it to exist. Yeah.
There's no knowledge there?
No.
No knowledge
Oh
at all?
no, not at all. I think this knows it has to get on an airplane to get back to London, because London's not in Germany. But that's information. There's nothing here that knows anything. This isn't coming out of any sort of knowing. It's coming out of nothing. So that which thinks it's something asks a question and nothing responds. And says that all there is this. And which is and isn't. Actually, if you listen to all the questions, it simply points back to this. Every answer points back to home and doesn't come out of any knowing. So should we just have another quick coffee break? It's okay. Oh, it is okay, yeah.